Hello, I'm Carly's son, a senior at BBCHS. Graduation is coming upon us very quickly. Even though it seems like years, there's only about 7 school days left of our senior year. There are lots of mixed feelings about graduating, mostly excitement, but there is a sentimental part about leaving high school. I interviewed a few graduating seniors to get their thoughts on graduating and what their plans are for the future. Aside from being excited for the future, I'm sure there will be at least a few things that everyone will miss from BBCHS. Whether it be sports, clubs, different events, or programs, BBCHS had a big impact on every single student. One huge part of BBCHS is their teaching staff. I asked Mikey and Christian about important teachers that they will definitely miss when they leave. Of course, everyone's excited to graduate, but it's definitely a bittersweet feeling. Lots of good memories, life lessons, and friends come from high school that you will never forget. Once a boiler, always a boiler. This is Carly's son signing out.
I'd like to say goodbye to Mr. Dorsum, Mr. Ryan, Miss Smith, Miss Holderman, Mr. Schweiger, Miss Williams, all of my amazing teachers, Mr. Anderson, and the school. Bye. I'm out.
I would just like to say goodbye to Miss Cohagen, Mrs. Powell, and any of the students that I'll truly miss.
First off, I'd like to say goodbye to the robotics team, all the coaches and all the team members. You've all affected my life in ways that many of you probably don't even know, and you've changed it forever, so thank you. I'd also like to say goodbye to some other teachers. I'd like to say goodbye to Mr. Gould. Your class was always inspiring walking in every day, and I'd also like to thank Mr. White. Your class has challenged me in ways I never expected, and you've pushed me to be better, and I appreciate that as well.
Also, Miss Lindo in the Hamptons, you guys rock.
Some advice I want to give to the underclassmen before they become seniors is to always care about your GPA. Bye, Gia and Jace. Love you guys. And the freshman cheer team.
I'd like to say goodbye to the wrestling team and Mr. Smith, along with Mr. Wadley, Mr. Sigma, Mr. Hampton, Miss Terrell, Blake Brad, and Damian Tontrell.
I wanted to say bye to all of the FACS teachers, Mrs. Schmidt, Mrs. Holderman, and Mrs. Mohammed. I'm going to miss you guys so much. I wanted to say goodbye to my 2 dance coaches, Mrs. Ackerman and Mrs. Alexander. It feels weird to not say coach. And then I want to say bye to all the dance team girls. I'm going to miss you guys so much.
I'm going to say goodbye to Mr. Dorsum, Mr. Ryan, unfortunately, Miss Smith, Miss Mohan, and Mama Holder.
All right, I would like to say goodbye to Mrs. Jasmine and Mrs. Januski for making my 4 years at high school a pretty enjoyable experience, as well as Mr. Dorsum and Mr. Ryan. Even though I just met you guys this year, you still made it fun for me. And if I'm leaving anybody out, I'm sorry, but goodbye.